Okay, so Pakistan deploys major combat force to Saudi Arabia. So, one of the things that we're learning about this conflict with Iran is the complex sets, plural, of relationships that exist between the different countries in the Gulf region. One of them is the relationship between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. So, folks, how many of you know that Saudi Arabia and Pakistan signed a mutual defense agreement, which, by the way, is the kind of stuff that happened in the run-up to World War I. Austria, Germany, Hungary and Austria, I guess, and France and some other country. So every time somebody attacked somebody else, that triggered these treaties that caused more people to step in until you had a conflagration that had swallowed up pretty much all of Europe. Now we have the same thing in the Mideast, only in this case we're concentrating just on Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. And what it comes down to is that Pakistan has the technology, has the personnel and the capability, and that's right, Saudi Arabia has the money. And it's PS. The Pakistan economy remains in trouble. So wherever they can get some money, they're going to do it. And so they're doing it here. Pakistan is sending, I believe, 8,000 troops to Saudi Arabia. You need to stop and absorb this. Wait, troops from Pakistan going to Saudi Arabia? I'm pretty sure that has never happened before. And why are they doing it now? Because Iran is being a jerk, all right, having already launched some attacks. They've attacked everybody at some point in time in the last 2 months. So in this case, they're deploying the troops, a jet squadron, and air defense systems, because they expect Iran to behave even worse coming soon. So that's part of another discussion. So to me, this is a good news, bad news article. All right, good in the sense that it will probably put a little pressure on Iran, but it's bad in the sense that it won't take much for this to get out of control. It's just really okay. So since I brought that up, now I'm going to talk about Iran. Some of you may or may not be aware of something called the Abraham Accords. This was created, 6 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. The purpose of the Abraham Accords was to get the Gulf countries to become, and Mediterranean countries to treat Israel a little bit nicer. The whole objective is to get them to acknowledge the legitimate existence of Israel and to develop commercial and trade ties with each other going forward. There are 2 countries, I believe, that have signed on so far, and others have indicated that they're willing. One that has indicated a willingness but not done it yet is Saudi Arabia. I think United Arab Emirates signed that accord. I'm not sure which is the other country. It could be Qatar, but I don't think so. So in any event, so what has happened now is that President Trump has taken these Abraham Accords and he has weaponized them, okay? He is, shall we say, encouraging in the same way that Al Capone would, not Al Capone, I'm sorry, the Godfather would encourage you because, yes, he's going to make an offer you can't refuse. So you're going to find that President Trump is going to make you an offer you can't refuse with respect to joining the Abraham Accords. So on this, stay tuned. This does so many things, because if they do, they're agreeing to work closely with Israel. And by the way, before we even get into that, Israel's already been paying visits, all right? They're already talking about cooperating, working together on things concerning Iran. I'm pretty sure that elements of the Israeli government had visits with the Saudis, right? And maybe some other people. So it's almost like everything's kind of organically moving in a certain direction. And all of that said, we have to remember that, like it or not, Iran still has some chops, okay? They're still funding Hamas, they're still funding Hezbollah, they're still helping the Houthis, although the Houthis aren't doing as much as they said they'd do. They're still in the fight, if you will, okay? And so I have to take offense at President Trump's recent meme. Did you see it on Truth Social? It's one of these, loud, colorful pictures of attacking the Iranian Navy. Well, I thought that we sunk the Navy. So he's showing pictures of Iranian naval ships that we supposedly sunk. Now they're being attacked, and it says adios. Yeah, well, it's already gone, so what's the adios stuff all about? Yeah, so President Trump, I'm not sure you're being as consistent as some of us would expect you to be when it comes to how you portray the status of Iran with respect to its military equipment and capabilities. The real focus should be on the bug boats because they have a lot of them. And why they haven't been destroyed yet, that's a whole other discussion, okay? But in any event, setting up Arab Accords to weaponize this, it is, in my mind, a brilliant effort to push the people in the Gulf together in order to press against Iran. So that's a good thing.